Welcome back, Bears fans. The Bears have made it through the preseason 4-0. Minor injuries, nothing to the big name guys, but a lot to be excited about. I think we're going to talk a little bit about why we think it's a good thing and what it means for the Bears moving forward. Now, the preseason isn't one of those times where we can all start thinking Super Bowl. So let's pump the brakes on that a little bit. Um, I wouldn't go that far. I would maybe go as far as again to say what I said not too long ago. I think I could see the Bears winning like 10 games. Um, you know, making the playoffs, maybe a little wild card action, and maybe making a little noise in the playoffs a little bit. I think the Bears have that potential. Um, you know, past experiences of watching preseason games was pretty grueling as a Bears fan because
That's a different element. That's different.
when we would play like a good team, a good franchise, in the preseason, say like the Bills or the Chiefs, these are Super Bowl contending teams, and it shows during the preseason, right? Um, what I mean by that is because you only get a small little sample size of the starters, right? So that's kind of like when it comes to starters, you want to see little football operations, guys getting in and out, no penalties, things like that. But outside of that, we really don't care. I think this year we were really excited just to see Caleb Williams in a Bears uniform out on the grass doing his thing, and we got our little taste. We did. I know we're all super excited for the season. I know I am. 17 games, playing every snap on the offense, man. I cannot freaking wait. But no, you get to see the team's second string, third string guys fighting to make the roster. And like when we would play these teams, and you see later further down the depth chart, oh, we're getting our faces pummeled, and it's because those teams have good depth. That stuff matters. Makes the practices more competitive. It makes the guys really wanting to play for that team gotta be good, because when it comes time to cut that roster down to 53, you got to give it your all, and that matters. And so for us this preseason, I mean, we played against good teams that, like I said, have good depth. Chiefs, the Bills, um, we beat them. I think it's a testament um, to Ryan Poles flipping this roster a bit and putting like talent on this team. Um, the other side of the preseason, though, to go in connection with the talent on the depth of a team, is the coaching. I think coaching matters. I think going 4-0 was really important because um, in the past, again, Nagy sitting the starters and things like that started to develop a little bit of like a losing energy, a losing atmosphere for the franchise as a whole. And now, yes, they're preseason games, and yes, they don't count. But I believe that winning matters, because it is starting to instill and plant a little seed of we're winners. We're going to win. Preseason, we're going to win. Off season, we're going to win during the off season. It's just begins to develop a winning culture. And I think going 4-0 is a huge step forward in that direction. But and that again goes back to coaching. Um, what I was happy to see during these games during the preseason was I was really interested in Shane Waldron's offense. Um, I know in past videos I bust Shane Waldron's balls. I do. Shane. I'm not going to keep telling you, man. I'm not going to keep telling you. Get your ass in the quarterback's room with the whiteboard and the playbook. What are you doing? Get back in your fucking you know, it's how I show I care. Okay? If I didn't care about you, if I didn't love you, I wouldn't even bother. But it's because I care I bust your balls. That's how I show I love. I love you guys, and I'll be. Just kidding. I was gonna say I'll be busting all your balls. Bring it. Come into the comment section and bring it. Let's bust each other's balls. I love my fellow Bears fans. Anywho, um, I like what I saw. Now I know during it's preseason, so Shane's offense is going to be really vanilla. But watching like JT and Jenkins and them, and who's the other guy? Chase Daniels break down tape. They all seem to like some of the concepts and schemes that were being ran. Because I can't tell you, JT, when he was breaking down film last year of Luke Getsy's offense, he'd have me furious. He'd have me fired up because I've already watched the game, that Sunday and was all like, "What the fuck are we doing?" but he would say the same thing. He's drawing up the thing and he's like, "I don't know what the fuck this is," and you don't really hear JT swear, but he swore a few times over Luke Getsy. So back to Shane Waldron. They liked his concepts. Yes, vanilla. But they worked, tried and true, dare I say, modern style offense, which as Bear fans, we've been hungry for a modern offense. It's just so, Shane, you passed your hazing. You passed. I got your back now. We're going to hit week 1, and I am at your 6. I've got your back, buddy. We're gonna do this. I'm gonna root for you. We're gonna make this happen. Uh, let's go ahead and get Caleb Rookie of the Year. Let's do that. On the other side of the ball, I know the defensive coordinator for Washington. Forgive me, his first name's eluding me right now, but got to call plays. And I know Coach Eberflus is going to take the helm calling plays during the regular season. But again, on defense, I like what I saw. He brought some blitzes. He's bringing corners off the edge. And then the defense just looks stout still and further down the depth. And we just signed 2 guys, too. Their names are also eluding me. I leave that to the professionals. I'm just some guy in his office at his house. Anywho, so they're building and building and stacking depth on this team, which is good because in football, injuries happen and it's going to be next man up. So that becomes, again, an important part to watching these preseason games because you get to see, you might eventually see these guys on the field because, again, injuries happen. 17 football games is an awful lot of punishment for the human body. We're going to see these guys. So you're going to want to check that out. And I mean, not to mention I'm a football fanatic, so I was like, "Oh, God, preseason. I can't wait. Give me preseason football. Hey, you got any preseason football? Hey, you got any preseason football?" Yeah, that was me. I was that guy. So I was just happy to be watching the Bears, and they were kicking ass. So plenty to be excited about. But again, have some caution. It is Caleb Williams' rookie season. He's gonna see some things throughout the course of the season that he hasn't seen before. So we got to remember to be patient, have his back when we're at the games. Don't boo the kid. Boo Shane. Boo Shane Waldron if the offense is having struggles. But I don't foresee 14 screens in a game, shit like that. I don't see Shane doing that. I think there's a lot to be excited about this season. I can't wait for week 1 versus Tennessee. It's going to be amazing. Only because I think they're going to kick the living shit out of Tennessee. I think the final score is going to be, wow, 28-10, 30 something, 35-10. It's going to be something because the defense just looks nasty. And it's week 1 and they're going to be healthy. Yes, some injuries might happen after the start of week 1. Injuries could happen, but that very first game, I think the roster is going to be fully loaded, locked and loaded, and ready to go. And they're just going to punish the Tennessee Titans. And I can't wait. I'm going to have a big ass plate of nachos and a couple Yinglings. Oh, I can't wait. So what else do we have? I don't know. I think I just really think that the Bears are going to have a really good year this year. I'm feeling good. I think Caleb he might end up winning that Rookie of the Year. Although I think there were some other rookies that are getting starts, quarterback wise, because usually if the quarterback would be the one to win Rookie of the Year, say over a wide receiver, unless that wide receiver just went off. Because there's like right neighbors out in New York. You got the kid out in Arizona, Marvin Harrison Jr. He could ball out too. But if just Caleb does, I don't know, let's spit out some arbitrary numbers here. 30 touchdowns, 15 or less interceptions, and 3,500 yards, 3,800 yards. I don't think he'd have to throw for 4,000 yards to win Rookie of the Year, but have a really good touchdown to interception ratio, have a good completion percentage, and again, have those passing yards be about 35 and up, 3,500 and up, and Rookie of the Year is his. And let's win football games too. Let's not be selfish here. Let's win some damn football games. And I think we're going to see the offense. I think it's going to be wide open. I don't think it's going to be Bears football. Yeah, I don't think we're going to see that. I don't think we're going to see handoffs all the flipping time. We're going to see it when it needs to be done. I think Shane Waldron's smart like that, man. I think he's going to use the run and play action off of that. I mean, again, it's just, you would think it's common sense football. We've been bitching about this for years. And now all of a sudden, I think we're going to see it. So, man, this team's arrow is up. I mean, it is up. And I can't wait. So, I don't know. I think that's about it for today. Again, you guys like and subscribe. Thanks for coming for the few that show up. I appreciate it. Any little bit of support helps. Getting a little thumbs up. Maybe hit the little subscribe button. I'd appreciate it. But until next time, peace.